Hi, good morning or good afternoon. I'm so sorry I can't be with you today for a proper lesson on Zoom. Hopefully you've had a enjoyable week. Um, I hope, you've had a nice week and that this lesson works okay for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you properly next week, and catching up. Please feel free to put the subtitles on if this helps you, or pause the video at any time because it's on YouTube. You can pause, subtitles, anything you're unsure of. Please feel free to pause the video. I am going to be asking a couple of questions, and there'll be some reading as well. So if you need to pause the video at that point, feel free. But hopefully this is okay, and I'll see you next week. So to begin with, I'll go over some of the things we've covered in the last 2 weeks. Please take notes. I will be asking some questions, so please note down your answers and double check them afterwards. Okay, let's get started. So week 1, we began with the basics of English and different word types. What were the different word types? I'll give you a couple of minutes to write that down or pause the video. So, hopefully, you've got nouns, verbs, adjectives, and prepositions. An adjective is a descriptive word which appears before a noun. What is a noun? So yeah, hopefully, a noun is the name of something and pinpoints exactly what it is. Proper nouns have capital letters, and I've got a couple of examples here. London. So that London. City or a country or a town is going to have a capital letter because it's a proper noun. Sarah. Sarah. So names will also have capital letters to show that it's a person and it's their name. So common nouns do not have capital letters. So we have here house. It's still telling you what something is, but it doesn't need a capital letter because it's a common noun. And tree, that's tree. Again, a common noun, so it doesn't need a capital letter. Tree, door, bed, wall. So next up, please choose from the text that I'm going to show to you. Sorry. As many adjectives as you can in this piece of writing. I will also read it out. So, the smelly old house was going to crumble away, but the young lady who lived there didn't care because she was strong and smart. She wanted to rebuild it so it was beautiful, warm, and cozy. So just one more time. The smelly old house was going to crumble away, but the young lady who lived there didn't care because she was strong and smart. She wanted to rebuild it so it was beautiful, warm, and cozy. I'll just hold it there. You can pause that if that helps. So, how many adjectives describing words can you find in this text? How many adjectives describing words? Okay, I'll hold it there, you can pause it. So hopefully you should have got 8 adjectives there. Don't worry if you didn't. So number 1, smelly. Number 2, old. Number 3, young. Number 4, strong. Number 5, smart. Number 6, beautiful. Number 7, warm. Number 8, sorry, cozy. If you're unsure of any of those words or their definitions, then please feel free to search them and pause the video now. I will hold it up for you so you can double check. Okay. Next up, verbs. A verb is used to describe an action, state, occurrence, or feeling. I really like roller coasters. A feeling I like. So it's an action. Jim ran home. Jim ran home. So another action, but he's running home. So every what must include a verb. What must always include a verb? And the answer is every sentence. Every sentence must have a verb because without a verb it just wouldn't really make sense. Finally, a preposition tells you exactly where something is: on, beside, outside, above. So that's the recap of the last couple of weeks. Just to check. That's the recap of the first week, sorry. So last week we covered the 44 sounds in the alphabet. P, P, apple, pen, copper. B, B, banana, rabbit, hobby. Remember to decode your words and break them up into, what do you break your words up into? Syllables. So, hello, 2 syllables. Preposition, 4 syllables. We also covered the different sounds. So there was the ch sound, creature, catch, chair, j, jump, jiggle, and so on. So I've got a couple of games that I thought we could have a look at. They're not really games. So, sorry. There's these cards. I'm going to pick a card and it has different situations on the card and how you would respond to them. So I will just pick one. You have had an argument with your friend. What can you say to make up with them? So you've had an argument, a falling out, a disagreement, with your friend. I'll just show you it there. What do you say to make up with them? So some examples. For a start, you would normally say I'm sorry, which just means that you know you shouldn't have done what you did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Please, can we still be friends? Something along those lines. Please, can we still be friends? I wouldn't like to fall out with you. So to fall out would be to end the friendship. You don't speak to each other anymore. Um, so you would say, I'm sorry for what I've done. Please, can we still be friends? Okay, I'll get another one. Describe. Sorry. Describe 2 things that a good listener does. Okay, so a good listener. Describe 2 things that a good listener does. A good listener would always be patient, kind, um, not selfish, um, concerned about what's upset you, try to help you, make you feel better. So a good listener, describe 2 things that a good listener does. So feel free to write these down and we can talk about them next lesson actually. So if you want to pause the video, that's fine, and write down what you think. So a good listener is somebody who you can talk to about anything and they're not gonna judge you, and they'll just try and give you advice. So next one. You have arranged to meet your friend in town but arrive late. Apologise and explain. So, you have arrived to meet your friend in town, but you have arranged, sorry. You've arranged to meet your friend in town, but arrive late. Apologise and explain. So you've arranged to meet your friend in town. You've made plans to meet in town. You and your friend were supposed to get a coffee, or a meal somewhere in a cafe or a restaurant. Apologise and explain. So say sorry and explain why you are late. So you could say, I'm really sorry. The bus was late. The bus driver wouldn't let me on. The bus was full. My car didn't start. It rained and I didn't have a coat. So I had to go home and get a coat. So different reasons for being late to meet your friend in town. Again, feel free to pause the video now and write something down. That's absolutely fine. Next one. I'll pick another one. You would like a turn on the computer, but someone else is using it. What can you say to them? So, you would like a turn on the computer, but someone else is using it. What can you say to them? So, you would like a turn on the computer. you would like to go on the computer, but someone else is using it. Someone is on the computer that you would like to use. What can you say to them? How long are you going to be on that computer? I've got some work I'd like to do. Please, can I use that computer when you're finished? What else could you say? I'm really sorry to rush you, but I need the computer. So again, pause the video if you want and write something down. I will note down the questions that we've done and we can go through them next week, next Sunday. Yeah. Okay, another one. You are at the cinema with your friend. Ask for 2 tickets. So you are at the cinema with your friend. Ask for 2 tickets. Pause it now if you need to. So you go to the cinema to watch a film with your friend and you need to ask for 2 tickets. Hi, I would like 2 tickets, please, to see Spider-Man. Hello, please can I have 2 tickets to see Spider-Man? Anything along those lines would be fine. Even for if you were getting on a bus. Hi, can I have a ticket to, please? Next one. You have discovered a fire in the kitchen. Make a phone call to emergency services. What will you say? So you have discovered a fire in the kitchen. Make a phone call to emergency services. What will you need to say? Okay. What will you need to say to emergency services? So you pick up the phone, 999. What are you going to say? Okay. We'll do a couple more. I hope this is working out all right for time. Sorry if it ends up being a little bit shorter than usual, but hopefully it's okay. Okay, next one. Suggest one way you could end a conversation. Suggest one way you could end a conversation. Sorry. Just hold it there for you. So, you're talking to somebody and you don't want to talk to them anymore. You want to go. You're in a rush, you're late for work, and somebody wants to chat. I'm really sorry, but I have to go. Goodbye. It's been nice talking to you, but I have to go now. See you soon. So one way you could end a conversation. Next one. Pause it now if you're still writing, that's fine. Your friend has done a fantastic painting. Compliment them on it. Your friend has done a fantastic painting. Compliment them on it. In case you want to pause it. Okay. What are you going to say to someone who's done a painting and it's really good? So if someone's done a drawing or a painting, it's up in a gallery, it's in an exhibition, or it's just really good, what would you say? So generally a compliment is going to be something positive. If you compliment someone, it usually makes them feel good. I like your hair today. You look nice. That's usually a compliment. So, your friend has done a fantastic painting. Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe you did that yourself. That's a beautiful painting. I love your painting. How long did it take you? They're all examples of what you could say. Again, we will go through it next week. I'm trying to give you some feedback to use and hopefully help you. One more. You you are in a clothes shop and have found a t-shirt you like. Ask the shop assistant if you could try it on. You are in a clothes shop and have found a t-shirt you like. Ask the shop assistant if you can try it on. Pause it now if you need to. Okay. So you've got the t-shirt, shop assistant's there. Hi, where are the changing rooms? Please, can I try this on? Hi, I'd like to try this on, please. Can you show me where the changing rooms are? I would like to try this t-shirt on. Thank you. Okay, so that's the last one of that for this week. I might do some more next week if that's okay. I hope that went all right. So the last one is a text. I'm gonna hold it up here and I'm gonna write it down in the comments. So just scroll down and I'll fill it in. And it's to help with pronunciation and give some examples, and you can also have a look at the spelling as well. So I'm trying to think how I could do this. Okay, yeah. Does that work? So it says, I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you, or hiccough, thorough, laugh, and through. Well done, and now you wish perhaps to learn of these familiar traps. Beware of herd, a dreadful word that looks like beard and sounds like bird. And dead, it's said, like bed, not bead. For goodness sake, don't call it deed. Watch out for meat and great and threat. They rhyme with sweet and straight and debt. And moth is mother is and moth is not a moth in mother, nor both in bother, broth in brother. And here is not a match for there, nor dear and fair for bear and pear. And then there's does and rose and lose. If I go up a little bit, just look them up, and goose and choose, and cork and work and hard and ward, and font and front and word and sword, and do and go and thwart and part. Come, come, I've hardly made a start. Okay, I'll go through it again. You can pause it there if you want to read through it, but I will put it on the comments as well, written out. Does that work? There. So, I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you, or hiccough, thorough, laugh, and through. Well done, and now you wish perhaps to learn of these familiar traps. Beware of herd, a dreadful word that looks like beard and sounds like bird. And dead, it's said, like bed, not bead. For goodness sake, don't call it deed. Watch out for meat and great and threat. They rhyme with sweet and straight and debt. And moth is not a moth in mother, nor both in bother, broth in brother. And here is not a match for there, nor dear and fair for bear and pear. And then there's does and rose and lose, just look them up, and goose and choose. And cork and work and hard and ward, and font and front and word and sword, and do and go and thwart and part. Come, come, I've hardly made a start. Okay, so don't expect that to fully make sense. It's just practicing the pronunciation, and it's a lot of different words and how to say them. So just listen to it again, and practice, because it's so many different kinds of pronunciations all in one text. So I can read it one more time, and I will put it again down in the comments for you to write down or copy down or just read through if you need to. So I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you, or hiccough, thorough, laugh, and through. Well done, and now you wish perhaps to learn of these familiar traps. Beware of herd, a dreadful word that looks like beard, and sounds like bird, in the sky. And dead, it's said like bed, not bead. For goodness sake, don't call it deed. Watch out for meat and great and threat. They rhyme with sweet and straight and debt. A moth is not a moth in mother, nor both in bother. Broth in brother. And here is not a match for there, nor deer and fear for bear and pear. And then there's does and rose and lose. Just look them up, and goose and choose, and cork and work and hard and ward, and font and front and word and sword, and do and go and thwart and part. Come, come, I've hardly made a start. So, I'm sorry about my cough. That text is quite complicated to read. So please write down any words that you don't understand, or Google the definitions, or ask me about it next week. Please make any notes of any questions that you've got. I hope that this was okay. And I will leave this video up, so feel free to watch it again if you need to. You can pause it at any time as well and watch it with subtitles if that helps. So yeah, I will leave this video up for you. Thank you. I hope this was okay. Please remember any questions for me next week. On Sunday we'll have a proper lesson, and I hope you have a lovely week. I hope this lesson is okay. See you next week. Thank you so much. See you next week. Bye.